Welcome back, everybody. A viral video about Ugandan war criminal Joseph Kony swept the web earlier this month, but the popularity of the video drew many criticisms towards the charity behind that campaign. Just where is the donated money going, and how much of your donation to whatever charity goes to overhead costs, and why won't a lot of these places release that kind of financial record information? These are just a few of the questions people are asking about the Kony campaign, and are the questions you should ask before you donate to any charity. Here with tips for donating smart and avoiding possible scams is Andy Crouppen of Brown & Crouppen. Always nice to see you.
Likewise.
So, research has proven, I guess, actually as recently as last year, that U.S. citizens per capita are the most generous people on earth. We give a higher percentage of our income to these charities, which unfortunately kind of makes us suckers sometimes.
Right, it makes us the highest percentage of suckers as well.
Not that, you know, we don't want to discourage charity.
Not at all.
But you've got to be careful.
Well, we want to discourage people giving to fake charities, I think. No, you know, it's like anything else. I think when there's a lot of money involved and a lot of generosity in this country, right, there are a lot of scam artists out there. I read that after the Japanese tsunami, the U.S. Postal Inspector said that there were over 1.7 million websites registered for charities.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, domains registered for charities for to collect money for the tsunami.
And I mean a tiny fraction
right,
of those probably are legit.
And even the ones that are legit aren't set up that quickly to be able to take such a large influx
right,
of donations and handle them properly. But back to the Kony thing. I think, first of all, this is a good chance to bring up the topic of charity and make sure that people know how to give wisely. The Kony charity has been criticized initially, I think, just because of its success. Anytime something, it was the most successful viral video of all time. Anything you have that kind of, anytime you have that kind of popularity, people are going to start asking questions.
Puts a bullseye on it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And you can always find something negative. My theory of it is, the biggest criticism was that, you know, a small fraction, 10% of the money they raised was actually being donated to charities in Africa. However, you know, I watched the video, and I don't know, I haven't done enough research to know if it's a fantastic organization or the lousiest organization on earth. But the criticism seemed to be that they didn't give enough money to the charity. But if you watch the video, it seems like what they really wanted to do was raise awareness. And the criticism was, oh, so much money was spent on travel and filmmaking. Well, that was sort of their goal, it seemed. You know, there wasn't a big, high-pressure sales pitch asking for money, so right, I don't know. I think people need to go out and make their own decisions and decide whether or not to deal with them. In terms of other charities, I think there are a few key points you can really use to make sure you're not getting scammed. First of all, do some research. There are several websites out there that'll let you know if a charity is legitimate, including the Better Business Bureau. You can make sure that you don't give cash.
There you go. Yeah.
You know, the Salvation Army, obviously, that's well established.
Sure.
You know that that's okay.
Yeah.
Use a credit card. If they call you and there's a lot of high-pressure sales, you know that there's probably something wrong. Also ask them, hey, can I call you back and make sure that you're even speaking to the right charity. Go and find the number online. Make sure it's an actual charity.
Especially if they make contact with you, because you're there on the phone, you haven't done your homework, you need to.
Right.
Good stuff. The websites you mentioned, by the way, Charity Watch and Charity Navigator, are a couple of the best and well-known, so check that out. And the Better Business Bureau, too.
For sure.
And no cash.
No cash.
Bad idea. Andy's got a charity. He only accepts cash. That's
right,
a red flag.
Big bills.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, big bills only. Unmarked, non-sequential. All right, Andy, thanks very much. If you have a legal question for Brown & Crouppen, you can email us at greatday@kmov.com. We'll make sure they get a hold of it.